Hey guys, welcome back. Onesie here. I'm going to be talking to you guys about Rainbow Cup PvP tournament. Already posted a couple of videos before regarding this. So this is another follow-up on my top 10 list where I'm giving you some nice good ideas and tips and hints regarding the PvP tournament. How to win against your opponent. So anyway, let's get into it. Before that, don't forget to hit the subscription button. I'm Onesie, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Today I am going to be talking to you guys about Meganium. Okay, Meganium is OP in this meta. No one knows that, but you need to have a backup team to support your Meganium. So all that techniques I'll talk to you later in this video. So if you're still watching, that's good. If you want to know more things about the video, the Pokemon and the tips, keep watching it until end of the video. So guys, Meganium is a OP grass type Pokemon, and if you have a legacy moveset on Meganium, it's even better. The reason for that, Meganium is OP, to be honest, overpowered. If you guys don't know what OP means, so you need to have a fast move of Vine Whip, and you need to have charge moves such as Frenzy Plant and Earthquake. Let's say if you don't have a legacy move Meganium, you can go for Petal Blizzard or Solar Beam. But if you don't have the Frenzy Plant, I would advise you guys not to use Meganium because it's a waste of your resources and your time. Having a Frenzy Plant is OP. It's good to have. Okay, so let me break this down before we go into key matchups and top counters. So let's have a look at it. All these websites going to be in my description below where you guys can see, but I'm going to be talking to you guys about that anyway. So Meganium is a grass type, purely grass type, and it's a Gen 2 Pokemon. Meganium's defense is quite high in rank in Pokemon Go, as well as the stamina. If you can see, it's a really tanky Pokemon. Defense wise is 58 out of 516. Stamina wise is 118 out of 516. Meganium weak to, and what's Meganium strong against? Okay, so Meganium is a grass type. Because it's been a full grass type, it's weak to bug type, fire, flying, ice and poison. So in this Rainbow Cup, you're gonna see a lot of fire type, bug type, not a lot of flying type. Meganium also strong against a lot of different things. So let me talk to you about that later. But before that, one of the weakness Meganium has is the poison. Remember that one. Okay, this is a big thing that you guys need to remember in your mind when you're playing Meganium in your team. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm talking about poison later. Okay, so Meganium is strong against electric, grass, ground and water. So it's straightforward. I don't need to explain why. Let's jump into the key matchup. Okay, Quagsire is weak against grass type. That's simple because water does no damage to grass type. Everyone should know that. And also Meganium's key matchup against a grass type is OP because of its moveset. Having Earthquake and Frenzy Plant will destroy all the other grass type, but I don't think it can destroy Venusaur because Venusaur got one extra move that could destroy Meganium. I'll talk to you guys about that later. Obviously people will be bringing in Raichu as a electric type because it's been in Gen 1 and 2. So out of Gen 1 and 2, obviously people bring the tankiest Pokemon with good stat. Meganium, grass type, you guys need to know bugs are a big problem for Meganium because bugs go on grass and they eat the leaves. Basics terminology. Basically bug is strong against Pinsir, Fortress. Okay, even Fortress, you need to swap ASAP or sacrifice. Don't use your shield. If you use your shield, you lost the game already. Okay, you lost your tournament, and even the next tournament you'll be lost if you use shield against any of these bug type. Let's have a look. Meganium against Azumarill, because if you see the pattern, Azumarill is one of the MVP for any cups. Even in regional cups or any old cups or any sort of free to battle Pokemon thing, Azumarill is there. He's an MVP because of its moveset as well as its tankiness. So I'm gonna do the usual. Basically, I'm gonna go with no shield to see how good these two Pokemon performs. As you can see in the bottom, the CP, the HP against each other is a big difference. Even though Meganium is one of the strongest in stamina and defense stats in Pokemon Go, Azumarilla's even better. So when I do the deep dive on Azumarill, you can see where in the not in the world, how far is in the rank the Azumarill stands as for its tankiness. Okay, so a lot of people will be going with Ice Beam and Play Rough for Azumarill. You see a Hydro Pump Azumarill, call yourself lucky. All you need to use a shield to destroy that. So let's not talk about that, and let's go play the simulation. Basically, for Meganium, you need to have Frenzy Plant and Earthquake, Vine Whip as a fast move. If you have Razor Leaf, no problem, but Vine Whip is the best. Let's simulate that one. Okay, so if you're going against Azumarill, you need to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bubbles makes an Ice Beam. Yeah, if you have 5 bubbles, it makes an Ice Beam. Let me check. Still 5 bubbles makes an Ice Beam. Let's take Ice Beam off. Play Rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bubbles for a Play Rough. Okay, so remember, you see your opponent going more than 5, that means they're going for a Play Rough. They're going for 6 bubble or 4 bubbles, then 5th one they're going for a Ice Beam. So let me change that back and do that simulation to be precise. Okay, so if you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they go for a Ice Beam. Before Ice Beam, you can get a Frenzy Plant off with 111 damage, which is huge, but still. So Meganium is strong against Azumarill, but people will be bringing in Azumarill because of that. So you need to know all the things. Even they go with Play Rough. Okay, let's put Play Rough there, and as you can see, Meganium can get the first Frenzy Plant before Azumarill. Vine Whip is quite fast. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th one, you can see Frenzy Plant's coming out, and that will do 111 damage because Azumarill's being a water type. Grass is strong against water, that's why it does a lot of damage. So Azumarill will go with the Ice Beam rather than Play Rough. If they even go with a Play Rough, it's not a big problem for you guys. But if you're not sure, use a shield. If you use a shield and they don't use a shield, you're basically behind just to save your Meganium. But if you have a good team and good closure team behind your Meganium, yes, you can win the game. Otherwise, it's a problem. So you can finish the Azumarill with your fast move, Vine Whip. So that's that. Okay, let's have a look at Raichu battle. Raichu is weak to obviously grass because it's been an electric type. So Raichu's gonna go with if your opponent have a Thunder Shock as a fast move, it's fine, but still that's a legacy move, remember that. Raichu being electric type, being weak to grass, it's a problem for your opponent. As you can see, because of Thunder Shock's being legacy, it gets the Wild Charge, I think. Yeah, Wild Charge quicker than a normal fast move Raichu has. Anyway, see, Vine Whip, obviously you know how many taps you need. 1, 2, 3, 6 taps, then Frenzy Plant. You can get a Frenzy Plant before your opponent. Even if your opponent hits you with a Wild Charge, yeah, you can just clean up your opponent with the Frenzy Plant, just one shot them if they don't use a shield. Let's say if they use a shield, let's see the possibilities. Okay, so as you can see, you can go with a Frenzy Plant 6 tap and 7 tap. By you tapping a 7th tap, when they charge, you can have 1 extra tap quickly. They charge, they use, then you can keep farming your energy here. If you're clever, you can farm your energy for a little bit so you can use it on your other Pokemon and so on and so forth. Okay, that's another tactics that I can talk about in a later video, but I don't want to talk too much here because of the length of the video it's gonna be. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, Raichu's quite weak to grass, and Frenzy Plant does a lot of damage. Even Raichu uses 1 shield, you can still win the game. Faint Raichu here with the 2nd charge move going towards Raichu. Raichu can also still pull out another Wild Charge but still you can still win the game because it's not that effective towards you. Meganium counters will be Venusaur. Somehow Venusaur beats Meganium because of its moveset. Okay, so let's go with shield, 1 shield each, and Venusaur wins that battle. Well, let's go with 2 shields here. Sorry, 0 shield. We go with 0 shield here. So as you can see, Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant and Earthquake, and Venusaur going with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb. And as you can see, Venusaur pulls out a Sludge Bomb after its 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th tap, and it pulls out a Sludge Bomb. That could basically get your Meganium to very low health. And even if you pull out an Earthquake without a shield, Venusaur survives for some reason because it's been a grass type. Yeah. Okay, so once that happens, you will faint for a fast move in Pokemon Go terms. So Venusaur wins that game with 26 seconds. So you can see all the damage dealt and stuff like that. Fast move damages for Venusaur is quite OP compared to the Meganium, even though they both have Vine Whip, because Venusaur got higher damage DPS. So that situation, obviously Venusaur wins. But Meganium is a tank, Venusaur is an attacker. So that's the only difference. So yeah, Venusaur beats Meganium in this matchup. Bringing a Meganium is OP in your top 10. It's either Venusaur or Meganium, to be honest. But this is Meganium in its nutshell. So enjoy, guys. So anyway, guys, this is a little deep dive for Meganium and how good it is and how to counter it and how to play against and how to play with and stuff and how to have things and this and that. Okay, so if you guys love this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't still. Okay guys, sorry, I forgot to mention one thing in this video. What's the best 100% CP range for your good base stats? Okay, so you need to have level 24 Meganium in order to have a good CP range for your PvP. So having a 0 attack, 10 defense and 15 stamina will give you such a good PvP Pokemon that it will give you a really good battle against your opponent. Okay, so having a level 24 with this IV set, which is 0, 10, 15, will give a good base stats with 1499 CP. Okay, so if you don't have this, no problem. We have a legacy moveset with this stats. Your that Meganium is an MVP. Put a star on it, get it powered up, give another moveset as well. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Z's out.